Hey, so back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. And today I just want to talk about how dating was never supposed to be this hard. When you look around at the gender wars, things that people are going through in dating, men and women, you just think to yourself, like, what is going on out here? And then you have to kind of look at what do we have compared to back in the day that's making it so different. And through my analysis, and I think a lot of people agree on this as well, is social media is making things a whole lot harder. It's giving people the illusion of choice. So even when you get with somebody, whether it's a relationship or it's a talking stage, now that person is probably thinking like, I can probably do better. And even if they don't inherently like say it out loud or they dump the person, it will manifest like in certain behaviors to like destroy the talking stage and a relationship as a whole. So it's just getting worse, and you got to realize that people at the top that be making these apps, like, they don't even care at the end of the day. It's all a money thing. And as long as, like, that's why I hate capitalism. As long as it's making money, they don't care what detriment it has on like humanity and whatnot. But also too, the internet doesn't even really be a real place. So a lot of things that you guys see people complain about like online or the internet, it's like not like that in real life. But then if you have someone that kind of lives on social media, now they're kind of following a stereotype that might not even be true, if that makes sense. So I think this day and age, if you guys do date, it's like try to find someone that's not on social media. And that's extremely difficult because a small percentage of people out there don't have social media. Not to say it's impossible, but they're out there. And then the next thing is like people are refusing to work on themselves. So if people refuse to work on themselves, their demons will manifest, and then they're putting their like trauma on you. It's like that whole like hurt people, which could be manageable. But I think for myself, it's like I'm dealing like with like A-list tier like villains, like when it comes to demons and whatnot. So it's very like risky to date. Like you could try to like hop into the dating game, and if you are a person that's working on yourselves and you're constantly elevating, that pool of people is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. When you were probably your worst version, you probably had a multitude of options for yourself. But now that you are like probably a little bit higher up on the scale, you're gonna find it's harder to attract somebody because you guys just aren't equally yoked. And then you might find somebody and you're like, man, this person's actually really like good for me. I want to grow with that person, but they don't think they're good enough for you. So that's where all the self-sabotage starts happening. So this dating game is very tricky. It's just getting worse and worse as time is going on. And all I can really tell you guys is just to, just be careful out here. Like, because you can put your all into a person and you can really think that this person is going to be your it person, and you're going to start building with that person. And then when that person walks away, that could just throw your mental health in the gutter for like another like 6 to 8 months. So I'll be telling people, focus on your purpose. You hear it all the time. It's like they say it for a reason, because once you focus on your purpose, then you'll be able to manifest that person for you. But it will be nice. It would be nice to have that person next to you where you can build with. But the fact that everyone is traumatized out here, is like no one wants to give up that trust for the other person. You might meet someone and they might genuinely want to build with you, but because they haven't worked on themselves, it's like you're dating like multiple people within that body. And then they start doing like all the weird things, and then you're kind of just back to square one. So I don't know what's gonna, like, my prediction for the future is just like, I just think we're cooked. I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, the more you kind of go into the future, the more you're going to see these problems get worse and worse, because no one's really doing anything to kind of stop these things. The best thing you can do for yourself is just get yourself to a position where you elevate it. You are like, you transcend all the BS. Like, that's how I think. Like, I'm not going to start dating until like I'm at a position where people would think twice to want to like screw me over, all those different type of things. And that's the thing too, like, no matter what level you get to, it's still possible. Like, I don't want to take that idea out of your guys' head, but I want to lower that chance as much as possible, because I know where I want to go to in life, and I don't want to have someone like holding me back or like throwing me off of my path, and now I gotta kind of start by scratch from pulling myself out of like a dark hole. But like I said, man, this dating thing shouldn't have been this hard, but it's just that this generation, I feel like it's overstimulated as well. If you guys notice as well, like, and I'm gonna correlate this right now, it's gonna make sense, but if you listen to music nowadays, when it comes to the radios, when it comes to someone dropping a song and an album, it comes and goes extremely fast. But think about it, like probably like 4, 5, even 3 years ago, when your artist dropped, you were excited, you were probably listening to that album for like a long period of time. But now, like, everything's just coming and going, and everything's just moving so fast. And I feel like that's just because TikTok is extremely powerful, is extremely popular, and then you have a lot of like social media, like all this instant gratification. So because of that, people are searching for like that next dopamine hit when it comes to like relationships. So when they get with somebody, you will notice when you first start a talking stage with somebody, recognize that that person, and yourself too, you guys have that emotional high going on. You guys are like, oh my, like this is new, like I'm so excited, what's this gonna be? It's like getting a new toy. So think about getting a PlayStation 5, but people don't recognize that love is like actually work that you have to put on with that person. Recognizing that it's not gonna be easy, there's gonna be disagreements, but you have to put in the work to make it work. But the thing is, people like get that PlayStation 5, and then when that PlayStation 6 comes out, they want to discard that. And the thing is, it's like that PlayStation 6 is coming extremely fast with how things is kind of set up, if you guys get me. But people need to understand that they can't just hop into talking stages, relationships, just because like they're lonely for the time being, that they need, they're bored and all these different things. But that's why discernment is going to be extremely powerful for you out here in reality. You have to kind of really vet people, and you have to kind of have like a checklist moving forward, and recognize that people can play the part, but people tell on themselves every single day, and it's up to you to like listen to see what they're showing you for the most part. Like, I've been guilty of this as well. People in the past, I've had them show me a red flag, but I want to see the good within that person. You gotta start being strict out here, and don't think twice about it, because recognize your future is in line. You get me? As a man too, like the guys that watch my channel, be a leader, set your clear boundaries of what you expect out of a relationship. And if that person crosses it, give that 1 chance, 2 chances, and then you're out of there. Like, that's just how I kind of view it. Like, I've learned to protect my energy. I've learned to like love my own alone time. So if I was to bring someone into my program per se, it's like, you got to follow it. And it should be go both ways as well. Like, you got guys and girls should have your standards in a relationship, and you shouldn't settle for any less. But I think people, proximity, and the fact that you guys don't stay patient is the reason that we be giving people so many chances. But recognize that you see your red flag, and there's gonna be other better people out there. Like, this world's a big place. You don't have to be hooked on that one person. So be in flow, practice the law of detachment. Recognize attachment is the root of suffering. So you attach your everything into one person. That could lead you to be very depressed, because who's to say that person won't walk out of your life tomorrow? And that's just how I live my life with everything. Like, with my car, my place, money, clothes, and everything, I might lose it tomorrow, but I'm not attached to the point where I'm like depressed when I lose it. I just know that if I lose it, I have the mindset to get it back. So that's why your purpose, working on yourself and making yourself more intelligent, upping your money, your physique, all that's going to be important, because once you lose that person, it's like, you know, you will be able to attract the other person. But I get you guys, I'm in the same boat. I be exhausted sometimes as well, but it does get better. So I've been told, but we're all in this together. You are not alone. But if you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.